Factory car speakers are usually nothing more than an afterthought. Muddy mids, tinny highs, and paper cones that disintegrate after a couple of summers in the heat. But sliding a pair of 4-inch aftermarket coaxials into a tight dash or door location can completely flip the script on a lackluster factory audio system. That is where these little NVX units come into play. Out of the box, holding one in the hand feels surprisingly substantial for its size. That stamped steel basket gives it a rigid, hefty backbone that doesn't feel flimsy or cheap, which matters when you are dealing with vibrations at higher volumes. The star of the show here is actually up top. Instead of a cheap plastic piezo tweeter, they stuffed a 25mm silk dome tweeter right in the center. Silk is known for delivering smooth, warm treble without that ear-piercing harshness that gives you a headache on a long road trip. And honestly, it really delivers on that promise. Hi-hats and vocals sound crisp and defined, floating nicely above the rest of the mix. Down below, the polypropylene cone manages to stay lightweight, yet stiff enough to handle fast, punchy mid-bass beats without distorting. Now, let us talk about numbers for a second, because the packaging throws around some massive wattage figures like 450 watts max. Let us be real, nobody is running those numbers on a tiny 4-inch speaker unless something has gone terribly wrong. Realistically, they push around 60 watts per pair RMS, or maybe a bit higher depending on the aftermarket amplifier hooked up to them. They also feature a high-temperature voice coil designed to handle the heat when you really push the volume knob past the halfway mark on a hot afternoon. Installation is generally straightforward since they are built as direct drop-ins for smaller factory openings, though depending on the vehicle, squeezing those built-in crossovers into a tight door panel might take a little extra patience and zip ties. One small thing to keep in mind is that because these are 4-inch drivers, physics still applies. You are not going to get chest-thumping subwoofer bass out of them. They excel at clarity, vocals, and filling out the mid-range spectrum that factory setups completely miss. If the factory sound in the truck or car has become unbearable, dropping these in makes for an effortless upgrade that actually lets the music breathe.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.